Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to our Christmas Cheer Advent series. So I just want to start off a little bit by describing what this is. So Advent is a word that simply means the coming or arrival. So when we talk about it in a Christian setting or specifically a Christmas setting, what we're talking about is the arrival of Jesus Christ and the anticipation of that arrival. And so our Advent series is going to be broken up into 4 different weeks. This is obviously week 1, and we're going to be focusing on the hope that Christ's arrival brings for us. So let's just go ahead, jump right in, and we'll see here in Isaiah chapter 7, he writes this. He says, "Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel." So we see here in Isaiah that God is giving us a prophecy that Christ will come. We have the benefit of being in the future of Christ's original coming, in that we can see that that's already happened. At this point of Isaiah's writing, they didn't have that. This was a prophecy that will happen later for them. And so the reason that that's important is because we see that Christ is not something that's just in the New Testament, but he's actually the focal point of the whole Bible. In fact, the whole Bible is just one story. It's just broken up into 2 parts, Old Testament and New, but it's one big story that points us to the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. So this is how Isaiah is giving us hope that God himself promises to give us a son born of a virgin. But what's the purpose of that child that is promised here? We see Psalms 43, the psalmist writes this. He says, "Why are you cast down, O my soul? And why are you at turmoil within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise his name, my salvation and my God." So we see that God is our salvation in this passage of Psalms, and we can hope in that, which is our main focus point of today's episode, which is that we can rest in the hope that Christ saves us. See, we see that God provided a son to the Virgin Mary in that little town of Bethlehem. And as the psalmist says, that we can hope in the salvation that he is to bring us. So this week, rest in the hope that God gives us by saving us from our sin and allowing us to become part of his family. And that's all we have in today's video. Be sure to check us out next week as we go into our next section. See you then.